Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 13th to the 19th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Cancer. First of all, Happy New Year. I mean, I know it just happened, but I just really wanted to say that. I am very excited for you for 2025. As you know, Jupiter's moving into your sun, but let's focus on this week, all right? This is going to be a really big week for you. And therefore, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with you, okay? Because we have one of the most potent full moons in your sign. We're kicking off this week on Monday with this full moon in your sign, and it is going to be one of the most powerful of the year, all right? But you also see we're ending the week with one of the most powerful aspects that's going to happen 3 times this year. You're gonna love that. Now this week you can actually like breathe a little bit. You can stretch. You can sigh, especially after we like move forward from your full moon. And the reason I say that is because we're finally leaving those really strong energies, right? The Mars Pluto opposition, Jupiter Saturn square. So we're kind of like leaving the window of that. But also remember we had those really strong X class solar flares I talked about in my live stream. It just we're still at its peak. I mean, that's going to be for a few more months, but wow, those were strong. All right. So some of y'all felt drained. Some of y'all, maybe your circadian rhythm was a little bit off. I mean, were you getting any sleep? Were there sleepless nights? Well, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You're going to be able to go to sleep at, 4 p.m., whenever you go to bed. Now, also remember Mars is retrograde in your sign. Now, and it's going to reach the halfway point. So Mars is going to be retrograde in your sign for some time, okay? For some time now. So that's why I'm spending some time with you, all right? Because we're now in the heart of it. But I do want to remind you, Venus has moved into Pisces all month, okay? Don't forget that. Compassion, empathy, kindness, spirituality in your 9th house of spirituality. I mean, this is so wonderful for you, okay? You're going to have a lot of heart chakra energy. You're going to start thinking about, what can I bring into my life that makes it more meaningful? And you're going to have these wonderful, lovely moments. I love this because don't forget, just 2 days ago, January 11th, the North Node moved into Pisces as well. So you are changing and you are feeling these changes, all right? 9th house is also travel. It's long distance travel, foreign cultures, foreign lands to gain wisdom. It's really wonderful, real publishing, broadcasting, all of that. You've got Venus here, so exalted. And you've also got Mercury in Capricorn. Now, remember Mercury in Capricorn all week long, right? Same thing with Venus. This is serious. This is very, well, not serious, but, Mercury in Capricorn is very like no nonsense, right? Business in the front and the back. Thinking, reading, writing, speaking, building upon long-term commitments, and structures in relationships and partnerships for you, because Capricorns are opposite signs. So legal matters, there could be some things that you're signing, and it just, Mercury's gonna have some great aspects. I wouldn't be surprised if you bring things into existence, have important conversations that you need to have. There's a lot of mutable energy, so there's a lot of flexibility this week. So really set yourself up now for where you want to be by the time we get to the new moon, January 29th. Okay. So that one's going to be really transformative for you. Now, this full moon, Monday, January 13th, Wolf Moon, about 5:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, which is strong. You're going to feel days before. If you're I know I dropped these readings a few days before the actual week. You're feeling it now. All right. That's how strong it is. You're going to feel it for weeks after. But this is the peak, right? On Monday. And it is a loaded full moon, right? Full moons illuminate. There's definitely going to be something here that is really eye-opening for you, Cancer. It's in your sign, but there's something else happening. Now, full moons, as you know, tend to be, emotional, right? But Mars is retrograde and Mars is conjuncting this moon. I mean, and it's tight. And so this can mean that you may be extra emotional and maybe even sensitive around this time. Don't forget the moon rules you, right? The moon is at home in Cancer. And so that actually may literally be a big focus home. All right. All this mothering energy, nurturing energy when it comes to home and your loved ones and your children, the foundations of your life, mama bear energy. Okay. That's going to come out. All right. Because you're also still, cardinal sign. So that kind of like leadering up energy. And if you are a cross watcher, if you do watch for your rising, your moon, for your kid, your partner, whoever it is, just know the cardinal signs, Aries, you, Libra, Capricorn, will really feel this full moon. Because also, just what are the chances? It's at 24 degrees, right? 24 degrees is a cardinal degree. And 24 degrees is very intuition based. And you know that full moons, intuition, and Cancer, intuition. So you could be really feeling very spiritually moved, really trusting your intuition around this time. 24 degrees is strong 6 energy. Okay, so I love this alignment here. 6, by the way, was considered the perfect number by Pythagoras, who basically came up with numerology. And that's because 6 is it's both the sum and the product of the first 3 numbers. Okay, I'm not going to get into that, but Pythagoras, this is around 500 BCE. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because remember what I said in your annual forecast, how some aspects that are happening this year, some transits that are happening this year, we have not seen since 500 BCE, a time of like many philosophers, a time of, the Bodhi tree, right? And Buddhism was, around that time, Siddhartha. But anyway, just know that numerology is going to be a big thing. Now, 6 is also like a lower vibration of 12, which is like the perfect number. But anyway, 6 is loving, it's nurturing, it's, like I said, it's harmonized, it's all of that. So again, what are the chances? Like the alignment is so strong, the, synchronicities here is big. So big energy on this full moon that's in your sign. You are going through massive change. There's something here where you are ascending and you're letting things go. Remember, full moons are turning points, endings, culminations. And think about that new moon we had in your sign, June 21st, right? And you're like kicking off your birthday season in 2024. What happened around that time? What were some things that you were going through? All right. Wonderful things. Okay. What was unfolding around your life? What were the changes happening in your life? Even you, the personal changes. Okay. Your transformation that you were going through. All right. So there may be, again, just a turning point around this time. Now, what makes this a loaded full moon is not only everything that I just said, but the full moon will be sextiling Uranus. That's tight too. All right. It's a strong sextile. And as you see, the sun will be trining Uranus as well. So Uranus, the planet of surprises and the unexpected, this very stimulating energy with the sun trine Uranus. There's opportunity here for breakthroughs, breaking free, doing something different, surprising yourself. Uranus is the great awakener, so it's very revolutionary. It's very liberating yourself. You could receive exciting news out of the blue, as well. There is a sense of knowing nothing is impossible around this time. Now, what's really interesting for you is that Uranus is in Taurus in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So you are definitely very future minded around this time. That's going to be amped up once we move into Aquarius season next week. But also the 11th house is friendships. It's groups you belong to, your community. And so there may be something here just out of the blue, like a friend comes in, swooshes in, and, y'all stay up all night, drink it, Gatorade, whatever it is, you just really warm heart moments. There could be something here that, maybe you join a group that you're like, I don't know, I wanted to join, the bowling club of, Tampa, Florida, whatever it is. There's something here that, again, have your breakthrough, whatever it is, but there may be other people involved here. All right. Now, and also if you're a fixed sign, if, rising sun, or I'm sorry, rising, any of that, right? If you're a cross watcher, fixed signs, that would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, they therefore will also feel this full moon really strongly too. All right. So there's something here again, turning point as full moons do, but having big lightning bulb moments and even maybe lightning bolt moments with Uranus at play. All right. Flashes of intuition. Everyone has intuition. Everyone has intuition. What makes a difference is connecting with it, and you are truly going to connect with it here. The fact that you've got this full moon in your sign with the North Node, Venus, Saturn, Neptune, all in Pisces in your 9th house as well. Jupiter and Gemini in your 12th house. Spirituality, intuition there too. Wow. Wow. So listen to your inner voice. Be in touch with your higher mind around this full moon, okay? Clear the decks. You're going to be very psychic around this time, all right? You're already one of the most intuitive signs out of all 12 signs, but with what's happening for you around this full moon, it is Whoopi Goldberg and ghost level psychic, okay? Ditto, right? So the other thing that I have to tell you is that, well, another great thing actually that is really nice for you for this full moon, which is why I love this full moon for you. Not only will the full moon and Mars will trine Neptune. Okay, Mars trining Neptune really peaks the day before, but you're going to feel it on this day. But the fact that the moon will trine Neptune too, this all lets you see what you need to see. Okay, it's almost like, you know, when you're watching a show like the season 2 or 3 or something, and you see those Easter eggs that reference things from the past. It's like you get really excited about that, and you're just like, oh, hey, anyone else see it? But it's like that. It's like you're aware, you're awake, you're paying attention. So apply this to your spiritual evolution. This is happening for you. Dream big. It's Neptune. It's Neptune, which is dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. They're going to be sending you messages around this time. Okay, you may be romanticizing things too. You know, I'm a big fan of Mars trine Neptune. You know that. You know that. It only happens like 3 times a year. That is love. That's compassion, spirituality, imagination, dreams, all really moving, all really wonderful, very emotionally moving. Okay, that compassion energy is really strong, especially for you. With the stellium in Pisces in your 9th house. I love this. So you could also have like huge bursts of creativity around this time. Now, here's the last thing about this full moon. It's got, like I said, it's going to be conjuncting Mars, and it's really tight. So remember, Mars is retrograde in your sign. You're in mama bear mode, but maybe a little extra, like you're in a mood. You're in a mood. Mars, remember, does not, you know, he's just no energy. So you could feel extra sensitive around this full moon. Here's the thing with Mars conjuncting the moon. Go sweat it out. Go to the gym, do some fitness, just be active, physically active. Mars is physicality, all right? You hear the church bells? It's a sign. It's a sign, okay? Go for a run, okay? Go to the Apple store and buy an apple, okay? Or a computer, whatever it is. Just do things. Now, with the fact that Neptune is so highly charged around this time, paint, garden, use your imagination, write a book, do all that around this. You want to express your emotions creatively, and you want to, you know, even energetically, physically dance. This is Neptune. Go dance. Yeah? Do the slide all day. All right? Now, Mars in your sign is all about home. You know that. Home, family, all about the structures of your life, even maybe like ancestry, roots, children, everything like that. But house, home, real estate, home. Build a tree house. Okay? Cook. Throw out the pumpkins from Halloween. Just be physical, okay? Do things around the house. And you're going to thank me for that, all right? Around this full moon, you'll see what like comes out. Now, there may be some things around with Mars conjuncting the moon. If anything comes up that's really challenging around this time, remember, you want to use this energy. Don't let it use you. You want to avoid, you know, confrontations, but you still want to face the things that you have to face. You don't want to ignore anything, right? But, everything's like diplomatically. Let's do it diplomatically with grace, but definitely let some things go. Now, the last thing is that the moon and Mars will still be opposite Pluto. Remember, we're coming out of it. Yeah, we're coming out of Mars opposite Pluto, but we're at the tail end-ish. Yeah, so still could be some power struggles, emotional manipulation, because we're talking about the moon and Pluto here. And so just trust your intuition on everything that happens around this time. It can be very transformational for you, okay? Deeply transformatively moving full moon for you. It's also it's very psychological too. There's something here that you may really want to get to the bottom of. So it's also, remember, full moons illuminate, but it's a good time for you to illuminate things that you need to know, that your intuition is telling you. All right, now Tuesday, January 14th, Venus will square Jupiter. It's going to be pretty much overlapping the energy of the full moon too. Listen, it's not a big deal. It's what it is if anything, it's just compromise. Yeah, it's the two benefics. So they always kind of like do something really nice. So with this, treat yourself. Please treat yourself, okay? Because you have gone through so much, that heavy energy the past month. And so just please treat yourself with Venus square Jupiter, okay? Go to Home Goods or Marshalls, get that scarf you wanted. Order an extra scoop of ice cream, okay? Have one more rice at dinner, whatever you want. You just know that this is a great time to treat yourself. You matter, right? And the one thing that you don't want to do with Venus square Jupiter is overindulge or overspend. Venus and Jupiter don't have off buttons. So just keep that in mind, all right? Don't overspend around this time. Now, on the 15th, the sun will be opposite Mars. Like I said in your monthly forecast, this is rare. You need Mars to be retrograde to have this aspect. This hasn't happened since December 2022. But the big thing for you is that this is the halfway point of Mars retrograde, so really deep. Now, the other thing is, one thing that will inspire you with this aspect, and I talked about this in my last live stream. If you're not watching my live streams, you've got to watch. I talk about a lot of things that are, little nuggets. I give you like advice on like when to do your taxes. We talk about, other things, aspects I don't mention in, these videos. I talk about what's happening with, some, global things. But anyway, one of the things I said in my last live stream is that go outside. Look at Mars. This is the first time in forever that it's been so close to Earth. Go get inspired. Okay? Go. I always say, talk to the planets. Everything has energy. The planets have energy, right? So go talk to the planets. Go talk to Mars. Mars is in your sign. Tell Mars what you want. Tell Mars what you want Mars to do for you. Okay? Please do that. It's going to be so bright. All right? Now, with this aspect, honestly, to be honest, it's the same thing. It really is like you could feel really amped up around this time, especially with Mars in your sign. It's gonna use it again to inspire you. Use whatever happens around this time or however you feel, do it to feel more empowered, right? This is all right. Sorry about that. My computer shut off as it does. I need to get a new computer. Anyway, so what I was saying is like at this point where you've gone through this, I'm letting things go. I'm transforming. I am not only feeling good at this time because I've taken that empowerment. I feel really empowered. I've made the choices I've made to vibrate at a high frequency. Now I want to feel my best. I want to feel this way moving forward for the rest of the year. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is all about rising above. It really is like, did you ever see that movie Spider-Man? I know there's like 300 of them, but the one with Tom Holland at the end, remember when he didn't have his Spider-Man suit, his Spidey suit? He had to wear that like kid's costume or whatever it was. That's what this is. He didn't have his power suit. He didn't have his protective suit, but he had courage. He had drive. He didn't need that suit. This is realizing you don't need that suit. You got everything within you, okay? He also uses spidey senses, intuition, trust your intuition. Now, the weekend's going to be like a magic carpet ride. It's going to be amazing. You got to make your own carpet, though, okay? The universe is going to provide the magic. Now, on the 17th, on Friday, wow, the sun sextiling Neptune. We're already coming off that high of all that Neptune energy that we've had, coming off that buzz. And this is really wonderful in terms of, again, imagination, your dreams, dream big. It's also creativity. This is really strong, heightened intuition for you. Spirituality. This is you finding this is like true purpose. Remember, the North Node is with Neptune now in Pisces in your 9th house. So your belief system, strong belief system here, really wonderful, but it's very creative energy too. So if you're an artist of any type, a photographer, musician, filmmaker, dancer, knitter, healer, whatever it is, like this is, use it. This is wonderful. Now, on the 18th, on Saturday, we've got Venus conjunct Saturn. This is going to happen a couple times this year. Venus and Saturn for the next 3 months are going to be doing this really, really wonderful dance. Remember, Venus is, what you desire, what brings you pleasure. This is love. This is money. This is creativity, beauty, all of that. Saturn brings that structure, stability, those long-term goals, that commitment energy. So you could feel that big burst here, this really I'm, forming something here that's going to all year long. Okay. All year long, I'm building this structure. I'm building this bridge. And again, this is your 9th house. So again, spirituality, your belief system, inner wisdom. It's also higher mind. It's also higher education. You could be going back to school, learning something. There could be something here. You could also be a teacher, finding new ways to inspire students. There could be something here with broadcasting, with publishing. You could be writing a book. You could be finding really big moments in progress. This is, maybe also, like I said, travel. It could be a big theme for you around this time as well. Long distance travel, spiritual journeys. But anyway, this is your magic carpet ride, right? You have to ride this wave. You have to make things happen. This aspect sets you up for success. It's gangbusters. And it's, again, long term. And it can be like financial structures, relationships as well. But remember, Saturn brings us reality checks. So what you're going to do is you're going to spend some time, or you're going to have these moments thinking about, am I expending my energy in something that I know isn't realistic, right? So this is really, really, really wonderful. And, you may have some pivot points. Remember, this is Saturn saying, hey, use me right now, okay? Use me to create the reality that you want and that you deserve, okay? So use this aspect. Mercury will sextile Saturn at the same time. There's something here where you may be making some sort of agreements, like signing a contract, negotiating something, or even traveling. Remember, there's something here where it is likely something with something definitely you're going to be signing, very possible, because remember, Mercury's in Capricorn, and so that does rule kind of like contracts and legal matters. Some of y'all may be getting married, by the way, but this is definitely talking the talk energy. Mercury sextile Saturn, really, really nice. Okay, remember, something here with partnerships, relationships, really nice, really great. Okay. One-on-one commitment. So let's see what's going on for you. And you may actually, you're gonna have a really busy weekend processing a lot of things. There's, the moon will be in Virgo, and I will do a second spread for tier 3 members for this full moon in Cancer. We're gonna do a deeper dive. All right, but let's get to it. Oh my goodness, y'all, this Cancer, this is going to be a week, okay? So I really want you to, steer it in the direction that you is the reality, that timeline that you deserve to be on. All right, Cancer? So let's get to it. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Okay. Cancer, y'all look great. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I do a traditional cult across spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And if we do need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Cancer, you know I love y'all. Wow. Yeah. You are definitely going through some major change. Major change. Oh my diddly days. Um, and I want you to have this change. And it's almost like energetically, it's there. You know that there's this big change that you want in your life, okay? And you see that reflected here. You've got the seven, and you're good, by the way. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah? All right. So really great. Really great. Make that decision. Are you happy with everything that, when you think about everything that you've done to get to where you're at now, are you satisfied, right? If you are, that's great. Now think about how you can just, ascend and just keep going and bring that joy into your life. Now, some of y'all may be at a place where you're like, I don't know. So use this full moon to make that decision. Do what's best for you and know that this is your full moon. Okay? Make the changes that you want to make. Let go of the energies that you don't want to bring into 2025 with you. All right, so just keep that in mind. That may be a thing. It may have to do with something that you've really, maybe it's just something that you've invested in for some time, and now you're just like, okay, is this really working? But again, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm saying you have that moment. Let this full moon illuminate things for you, and trust your intuition. Okay, now, Ten of Swords in the heart of your spread, and so remember. This is a weekly reading. This is happening during this full moon in your sign. This card is a Gemini card that rules your 12th house up here. There are some things you are going to have to let go. And remember, I said this full moon can be really deep, transformative, even psychological, and even like on a subconscious level, right? What is the subconscious? It's where we store our memories, right? So there's something here, and the swords are the mental suit. So there's also, there's just, it may be a time for you to really process some things. What hasn't been working, what has made me feel that like I can't move forward. Let me get rid of that energy now. Let me use it. Remember, Mars is conjuncting the moon. Mars, I want you to consider Mars like a laser. That's what Mars is as well. Mars is in your sign. Cut anything you don't need anymore. You see the sun coming out on the horizon here. Okay, sun is optimism and opportunity. This is a 10, is the end of the suit. So this is saying, yes, there could be something that's built, like I said, from the very beginning for Cancer. And this is the time where it's like, okay, we're at the halfway point of Mars retrograde in my sign. I've got to get out of this headspace. I've got to move forward. I've got to go with my intuition. I've got to learn from everything that I've experienced to feel more empowered. Okay? Moving forward, his hand, same hand gesture as the Hierophant. So in a way, it is like this blessing in disguise. You have to go through it. You have to learn from it. Listen, I have Mars retrograde in Cancer in my chart. It's about to hit the degree near my birth. Like I'm I'm with y'all. All right. That's the other thing. If you're anyway, if you have Mars retrograde in your chart, you would get what I'm saying. But yeah. So have that new beginning. It just seems like there's something truly coming. I mean, you've got the 10 of Cups in your future. So you've got to let this go to have that moment. All right. And these are two tens. So there truly is something ending for you. Okay. The full moons, remember, endings and completions. And it does, again, it can just be like coming out of one phase, moving into another. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles in your challenge area. It just seems like there may be someone here who is maybe not seeing eye to eye with you this week. Remember, there's people involved, like I said, and it could even be in a surprising way. But around this full moon, like it reveals things for you, but just keep that in mind. It's feminine energy with a Nine of Pentacles, it could have to do with something with money. It could have to do with something with love. It could have to do with someone here that just let this full moon illuminate what that is. But also remember, this is a week of feeling empowered. So have the conversations that you need to have. Don't, remember, you've got to go through something here with that Ten of Swords to come out on the other side being the best version of yourself, growing, right? Now, you also have the Nine of Wands, okay, in your crown. And so there is this almost like, I'm hanging in there. I'm doing my best. And I am going to come out on the other side being the better version of myself and having everything that I deserve. Okay. So this really is a time to, and it shows that you have been going through it. And this week you may even be having those moments, but the Nine of Wands really is like the don't give up card, but truly trust your intuition. I mean, you do see the gauze around his head, but it's covering up his third eye. And I bring that up is because you did get the Nine of Wands in your crown. Okay. So truly trust your intuition. Yeah. Now, Four of Cups and the root of your spread, the Four of Cups is attributed to Moon in Cancer. So you've got to know what you want, and you've got to see things through a new lens with this full moon. Let it illuminate things for you, okay? Because there is the Four Cups is it's associated with like apathy and boredom, even like he's not really content, and so it's a matter of the power to choose moving out of that energy, okay? So there is something here where it, again, the hand gesture, just remember this blessing in disguise. Anything that you're going through this week, see it as like, okay, I have to learn from this, and it's just going to make me stronger. And then I never have to go through that karmic cycle again, right? And when you do that, you got that Ten of Cups in your future, which is absolutely amazing. Okay. So this is a card of complete enjoyment, happiness, joy, right? The word joy lives in the word enjoyment. The only rainbow in tarot, right? This is wonderful, very optimistic. We've gone through it, but we are coming out on the other side, okay? Like high frequency, energetically, just I love this. The happy couple, the happy children. Remember a lot of that home energy that I was talking about. There you go. But this can be in any capacity. Or Cups is love and emotions. It's just you feeling that just nirvanic energy, right? Now, let's get to your stuff. Cancer. Oh my diddly days. Let's get to it. Cancer. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. I want to hear from you. This is going to be a big full moon in your sign. I really want to know what's going on. All right. So, I love y'all. All right. So Cancer. Yeah. Wow. All right. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You're going to be this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just remember to take that action. And for you, a lot of it is being emotionally moved to the point where it is, it's that mind heart, cohesion. It's, like really having something change the way that you see something. Now, you got that Page of Cups here, which I love, okay? You got 2 pages in your stuff, which is amazing. Pages, just think, easiest way, just think about turning the next page, like turning a page. Remember, the end of things, new beginnings, right? There's big changes happening this week for you. Page of Cups is follow your bliss, all right? Very intuitive energy with the Page of Cups. This is someone who has all that compassion. He wears his heart on his sleeve. There could be something here that you truly, truly will feel, all right? Ride that creative energy too. And when I say creative, it doesn't have to be in terms of like strictly art specific or whatnot. It's, like finding creative solutions to problems, seeing things in a different way, like I said. Now, you got the Lovers. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, there could be some relationship stuff happening. Yeah, there could be something there. You see the full blast of that sun. All right, that optimism, that, that feels really good. And then you've got an archangel on your side. You got an archangel Raphael he's the healer. So have those healing moments that you need to have, especially when it has to do with a partnership or a relationship or one-on-one commitment that I just love transcending time and space itself. This is really wonderful. You got the lovers with the Ten of Cups. I mean, I love this. There definitely could be something that's really motivating you. It could even be seeking love. And it doesn't have to be, it can be like platonic. Yeah, it can be platonic. You got a lot of friend stuff happening, groups and whatnot as well. But this is all you though. What is that phrase? You can't love no one else unless you love yourself. So this is self-love, having that self-love. Page of Swords. Yep, you do want to see things in a new way. And then you got the Hermit and your final outcome. There you go. Absolutely amazing. Do that introspection. You know, he's achieved a lot. He's at the top of the mountain. And this is having a little moment of solitude. And I suggest it. Take some time out for yourself and really reflect. Go look at Mars or your full moon. It's a big, look at your moon. Go talk to the moon. And I'm serious about that. When you put yourself outside in nature, that really helps. Okay. Now, the Hermit, this is all gray here. Gray enters wisdom. Remember that inner wisdom. You've got the North Node, Saturn, Neptune, and Venus in your 9th house. Okay. Wisdom. I love this. Okay. So do that deep reflection, that introspection. You're going to be absolutely fine. And you're going to want to. It's just, there's this peace that it's just really nice. A lot of this is about staying grounded in the present as you think about your future. Okay. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be wonderful. I'm very excited for you. Just let some things go, things that are taking up too much headspace. Yeah. Okay. So all right, that's it. All right, so Cancer, thanks so much. Next week we will talk about. Oh yeah, next week is big. All right, so you're about to go through. Now I see why you're getting the type of reading you have. You're about to go through one of the most transformative months of the next 4 weeks. Yeah, with the Sun conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. We've got we got Venus trining Mars. You know what happens when Venus and Mars gets together, right? Like Mars is in your sign. Come on. That's next week. Anyway, we'll talk about it next week. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. And so we'll do the second spread for tier 3 members. We'll go through the lunations. I'm going to tell you, because you have so many contract stuff, I'm going to tell you a day not to sign contracts. I'm going to I'm going to do a deeper spread for this full moon in your sign. Okay, so y'all, thank you so much for being here, and you know where to find the link. All right, so thank you so much, Cancer. I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.